Hello parasocial besties, welcome back to my channel. I'm just gonna get out here in front of everything and say a really controversial opinion. Kick streamers fucking suck.
Excuse me, you're a locked character. Can you please unlock yourself? Are you a guy or a girl? I really can't tell.
Kick has been around for a minute, and it's kind of where people who got banned from Twitch or pretty much anywhere go to die. I recently watched a Jay Aubrey video on it. It was really good. You should go and watch it. I'll link it if I remember, but I mean, he's a huge creator. Just type in Jay Aubrey and Kick. You'll figure it out. I believe in you. My parasocial besties are smart. That being said, I don't know if you guys remember what had happened back in May of 2024, but this woman went apeshit viral because she convinced a mentally unwell woman who was experiencing homelessness to jump into the water for 20 bucks. And then when the lady was in the water panicking, freaking out, Natalie was like, I never told her to do that.
You said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
Yes, you did.
What do you mean you didn't tell her to jump in? Girl, we watched you. We watched you do and pretend because you wanted her in the water. 1, 2, you said, just jump in. It'll be fine. And then at one point, she was like joking with the woman, kind of like at her expense, which is her other favorite thing. She loves making a joke out of fat people.
Well, why do you not want to hang out with me?
Like, I'm
Because I'm fat?
So I can't wait for her to find this. And I become her new, who was that fucking new lady? Whatever. She's obsessed with her. She will not stop making videos making fun of her. Please do though. I mean, free exposure. Let's go, girl boss. So anyhow, Natalie, she stood off to the side and cried and made it about herself.
The fuck is going
I can't swim. I can only float.
Oh, she might literally die.
No, stop. Seriously, don't stop. Please, you're actually freaking me out. No, please. Please, don't. No, please, she's floating.
Drowning.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Oh, this is bad. Dude, Natalie.
Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know. She said she's drowning. She said she's drowning.
I think you literally just murdered a lady.
No, I didn't. I swear.
I think you literally.
No, I didn't. Let's go. Dude, she's drowning in the lake.
God, there's a fire truck. Natalie, wait, this is really bad.
So that's why she's allegedly on house arrest. What had re-brought her into my personal zeitgeist was this.
Approved. Approved. I don't know. Excellent argument. Approved.
Already you kind of see like what the issue is. Can't just be wearing braids like that, girl. I don't know why you think everybody was okay with Kim doing that too. People ripped her up for getting these fucking braids because she tried to call them Bo Derek braids just like Natalie here is doing. And even Bo Derek was like, I was inspired by this guy who was inspired by ancient Egyptians, which we're gonna get into in a second. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I'm just saying, don't pretend people were cool and anybody else who wasn't black had these braids, or at least wasn't respectful had these braids. This isn't new information. It pisses people off and you know it. So like Natalie's thing is, oh, well the Vikings did it. Okay. So doing my research, I came across this video that explains it really well. She talks a lot more and like kind of more in depth. I edited it down so that way we could all get it in a little bite-sized moment. But if you want to watch the whole video, I'll link it so you can go ahead and watch it. Follow that creator, go engage with her content, what have you. Not Natalie, this lady that I'm going to show you.
So Natalie says that white women are allowed to have braids. You are. You most definitely are. But what you posted was not factual information. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So Natalie said Vikings were the first to introduce braids to the world. These are the links that she posted with her tweet. The Viking era was 800 to 1100 AD. Okay. And then this one right here, it says ancient Egypt between 3100 BC and it ended around 400 AD.
So she goes into how you can trace the roots, no pun intended, of braids way back to ancient Egypt, including wigs, which becomes a relevant argument in a few minutes. So just like hold on to your pants for that. Long story short, don't wear culturally significant braids or hairstyles when you know you're being a mother fricker about it. Also, I would like to say that start date really doesn't matter because there's cultural significance and you know it. She's doing it on purpose. She knows it's inappropriate. That's why she's getting reactions. But then she tries to like defend herself, which I know she knows there's no defending it. I'm gonna say with like 99.9% certainty she knows what she's doing is wrong, and that's based on everything else we'll see throughout this video. Doesn't matter when braids were created, doesn't matter when wigs were created. What matters is the fact that then they were taken and intertwined within culture. By the way, I'm gonna talk about queer culture because that's where I'm most comfortable, that's where I'm at home. Wigs, for example, are also a big part of like gay queer culture, drag culture. Okay, now we're gonna talk a little smack. My favorite part about this.
Disappeared.
While looking through Natalie's history, I've noticed she kind of does this every so often. She'll pop the braids in. I haven't noticed it be this bad yet. She hasn't seemed to like really push this hard to get rage out of her braids, but she has harassed a small town in a MAGA hat and braids once.
We're just gonna go into this rally and see how Kamala's Harris people react to me wearing a MAGA hat and a MAGA shirt.
So this isn't anything new for her. This is just the newest era of the braids. Also, I don't know if you guys clocked it, but I definitely couldn't help but notice the little symbol she did that used to be used as a derogatory term toward kids who needed higher support needs. This is why I know she's just being an asshole to be an asshole. Like, there's literally no reason to do that unless you're trying to be funny for children. No well-adjusted adult thinks that's funny. Personally, I'm having one of the worst times of my life and I have had open heart surgery. However, it obviously appeals to somebody. Am I a little bitter that all it takes to be mega viral is to be hot and a little evil? Yeah, I sure am. And I'm also chill with being fat and not a menace to society. Speaking of being a menace to society.
Would you turn straight for me?
Absolutely not, honey.
Why?
You're so beautiful, but no.
You wouldn't clap my cheeks?
No, that's okay.
Why? Please, Daddy?
Oh, God! Oh, no!
No?
Even the guy in the back with his pink pony club hat was like, can you fucking not? Leave this poor gay man alone. Not to be that guy, but like, imagine if this was a straight man. This is genuinely like watching a frat bro go up to a group of lesbians and be like, I can turn you straight. Why won't you let me clap those cheeks? Meanwhile, this poor lesbian's just giggling nervously and trying to run away before she gets hate crimed.
I got a big fat ass.
I edited out the song so you can hear what it would sound like POV style. POV, you're at lunch just trying to enjoy your breadsticks when suddenly this feral animal comes screaming out of nowhere.
So the only place they can go is
Excuse
through
me?
a protein
Would you be able
channel,
to hold my mirror really
which
quick for a
is,
school project?
ATP
Thank you.
synthase. The name
What's
of
that
the
supposed to
protein.
be about, baby? Da-da-da-da-da-da, acting crazy.
the picture.
Reminiscing on the
Please get out.
good times daily. Acting shady. What's that supposed to be about, baby? Acting crazy. Thank you.
I really appreciate the teacher not giving her any more validation other than that, yes, you are.
Thank you.
This girl loves to disrupt a college lecture. She's dressed up as Lola Bunny and shaking ass in the middle of class. She's taken a tarp into class with the homies and slip and slide down it.
Nelly, go. Who's next? Go.
She's disrupting these poor people and they have paid thousands of dollars to be sitting their ass in that seat. Get out. You owe me $20 for not only this interruption, but the disruption to my psyche. I need to go get a latte after this because I'm fucking stressed.
The internet has been hating on me for my braids, so today we're gonna get the public's thoughts.
Now, why did I show you those videos? This is why. So now that it's so abundantly clear that she does not care about anybody else's comfort, anybody else's safety, anybody else's day, if it impedes on her having a potentially viral moment, she's not interested in being a good person if it doesn't benefit her. That's why I felt the need to subject you guys to those videos so you could see that when she's wearing these braids, she doesn't give a fuck about the public's opinion other than to rage bait. So let's watch.
Do you think it's offensive if I wear braids?
No, I don't think it's offensive if you wear braids. I would say honoring our culture just a little.
Just a little? No! So then can you guys wear wigs?
I mean, it's okay.
Oh, if you like it and you think you can rock it, why not?
No, I really like them on you. They fit you.
No. It's cute.
Far be it from me to tell anybody how they should feel about a hairstyle. What I'm saying is that if I saw Ben Shapiro doing the same thing in drag, being like, well, can't men dress in drag? Yes, baby girl, but not like that.
We're on TikTok because that's where the kids are.
There's a culture, there's an art, there's a community, there's an entire subsect of people who participate in drag. Generally, it's part of the queer community, the queer culture. Understand what you're doing is all I think anybody is really asking.
Do you think me wearing braids is cultural appropriation?
Yes.
Why do you feel that way?
Because you're stealing from our culture. We own that.
You're stealing from my culture right now.
How?
You have a wig on.
I don't have on a wig.
You have a wig on. You have a wig on.
So
yes, you do.
I'm
I
telling
see
you.
the wig cap.
And this is why you shouldn't have braids or try to adopt another culture that doesn't belong to you.
It's such a gross skit. To me, it kind of seems like she just took this girl off the street and was like, do you want to do this bit with me? Because I don't think this lady went in public with her wig cap over her ears. So I kind of like think this might be one of Natalie's friends or just some random lady she gave $20 to act how she's acting. To me, it screams bit. Maybe I'm wrong. But the reason I got this clip clip is because she specifically mentions wigs, Natalie, this one. So I wanted to take a minute to talk about that. Wigs are wigs, girl boss. Get over it. If anything, they do belong in both queer and black culture. They belong really in a lot of cultures to begin with. It's a fucking wig. Some people wear wigs because they have alopecia. It is such a false equivalency, in my opinion, to compare braids to wigs. Wigs are genuinely marketed as costumes a lot of the time. That's why you can go to the costume store and get one. The problem is when wigs are like afros and shit. Like, don't do that. Don't buy a wig that's clearly making fun of someone's culture. But if it's just a random fucking black bob, who cares? I feel like the girlies that get it, and the girlies that don't. And at this point, I really don't know how to explain what I mean any further without just getting redundant and annoying to people who get it. So we're gonna move on.
Do you think me wearing braids is cultural appropriation?
Yes, definitely.
Why do you feel that way?
Honestly, because it's a hairstyle that black people created and it's offensive for you to have it on your head.
How is it offensive when cultures were meant to be shared?
No, not that one. That's a hairstyle that black people created. That's something that we should be only wearing.
Right. There's such a big difference between wearing something as like an adornment or an accessory or like a costume piece, like what Natalie is doing, and wearing it because it actually represents and means something to you. Again, if Ben Shapiro put on drag, he would be mocking it. He wouldn't be doing it because he respects the culture. You don't need to run around in funny face paint and be like, well, why can't I? You know why. You're just being an asshole.
The internet is hating on me for my braids. Today, we're gonna get the public's thoughts.
We steal your guys' hair all the time with our wigs.
God, again, wigs are part of black culture. They're part of queer culture. It is what it is. But by and large, most people can just wear wigs. Like, it's not specifically for the gays and for black people. Again, there are people with conditions. There are people who just like wearing them. I have a wig. Do you see my hair? I have hair. And I also have wigs. It's fine. You're disrespecting culture by wearing Fulani braids that have significance. Braids historically had a lot to do with your tribe, how much money you had, just kind of general social standings. They didn't just do braids for the fuck of it. There was a reason behind the braids. And I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people who are like, it's not that deep. I disagree, because then it continues stuff like this, where people can't be proud of their culture without making a mockery out of it, or without it having been made a mockery out of. There are so many women who seem to start to like educate her, and she goes, okay, so anyway, and just tunes out. You're asking people a question. Are you asking to hear yourself fucking talk? Or are you asking for a legitimate answer and response? Because when she gets the answer she doesn't like, she loses her mind. And I have a video about that, and it's my favorite video, and it's at the end, so just hold on.
Do you think it's offensive if I wear braids?
It's a black thing, but I don't have no problem with you wearing it because you're white.
It's really interesting the way that she cut her off before the lady could keep talking. Maybe I'm just making it up, but it was the way she goes, just because you're white. But felt like the next natural word in that sense. And Natalie said, okay, great, shut the fuck up. I got what I wanted. Leave me alone. Go away. Maybe the lady in the supermarket also wasn't about to say anything. However, she specifically mentioned educating herself. And the second she goes, yeah, it's fine.
I would say honoring our culture.
But like, understand where it comes from. And Natalie's like, moving on. You're making too many points, bitch. You said my hair's nice. My hair's nice. I gotta go.
Do you think my braids are cultural appropriation?
Yeah. Wait. Oh no, you're that girl that's trying to drag this on TikTok.
Ew. I'm sorry to stop so quick, but Natalie's face is so scary.
What do you mean?
You shouldn't even be wearing that hair.
Why?
And do not record me. Do not record me.
You said you were down 5 seconds ago.
Do not record me. I don't
Why?
care what I said, and I take it back.
Natalie is the kind of person who makes me extremely nervous, because no means no, stop means stop. If this woman consented originally to be in the video and halfway through goes, you know what, matter of fact, I'm good. I don't want to do this anymore. She has every right to just stop. It's like being balls deep in sex. If your partner has consented and then halfway through goes, actually this hurts and I'm not having a good time anymore, you pull out and you shut the fuck up about it. In fact, you probably go over and comfort your partner, because if they've gotten triggered mid-sex, there's probably something else going on. Usually people don't stop you midway for the vibes. And this lady was obviously uncomfortable, so she goes, no, I don't want to be recorded. I revoke my consent. And Natalie said, that's great. So anyway, like, you better knock it off, otherwise it's prison time for you, bestie, because someone's gonna react poorly one day.
Can you just answer, how is it cultural appropriation? Because you're saying I can't wear this hair and now you're getting all mad.
Not because you're just not allowed to wear that type of hair.
And it doesn't matter what this lady says. The lady could literally take her phone out and be like, this is why. And Natalie would be like, why? She gives me heart pains. But then God forbid someone retaliates and all of a sudden Natalie's the victim. Oh, chef's kiss. Let's watch.
It's ugly as f***. We wear that shit.
It's braids.
Take that shit out now.
Are you being for real?
Take that shit out now.
Okay, what's your problem?
Take that shit out now.
Dude, she gets so scared. What's your problem?
Out now.
We're dressed in the store.
But take that shit out now.
Oh, you really don't like when people get in your face and don't leave you alone and harass you on the street? That's weird. You were just in the store doing an interview, and then the interview was over and you wanted her to stop talking to you?
Take that out. That shit ugly as fuck. That shit is ugly.
It's braids, it's braids. No, exactly. And you're the one who thinks it's okay to wear braids. And then the second somebody has a negative reaction with her full chest, as she should and has every fucking right to, you're like, it's just braids. Shut up.
No, like, just look at your fucking hair.
It doesn't look bad.
That's ugly.
Please stop following us.
I'm sorry. Did she just say it doesn't look that bad? Shut up.
It doesn't look bad.
Yes.
Is that what this is about? Because if that's the reason Natalie's so hot and bothered over this, that lady's right. Fucking take it out. There's nothing flattering about this hairstyle with those eyebrows. Sorry about it.
Said something about my braids.
They're ugly as fuck.
Okay, and your braids are ugly.
Bitch, fuck you.
She wanted to say something, but now that I'm behind her,
No. It's my opinion.
If the person's walking away, Natalie's like, you want to go? The second the person gives her the energy back, she's like, oh my God, my braids look cute. What do you mean? Get out of my face.
It's my opinion.
Yo! All because of a hairstyle. Cracked my phone. My phone's cracked.
that's actually crazy.
If I were that lady, I'd be like, it's not my fault. Your phone was 3 inches from my face. And when I moved my hands, it knocked out of yours. It's not my fault. You have the grip strength of an infant.
You with her?
Oh my God, they went full Karen. They called the cops on this poor lady. From where I'm sitting, she just moved her hands. I don't know, officer. Natalie sounds crazy right now. All she did was go, oh no, please get out of my face. And her hand went whoop and accidentally hit the phone. Tighten your grip. I don't know what to tell you. We're getting to the end here, folks. Just hold on. We're talking about the fucking billboard now.
Oh my God, that's me on a billboard.
Actually, wait.
Look, that's me. What the fuck? That's me. Hey, look at it. That's crazy.
What the
That's crazy.
Pretty sure that was a Natalie Reynolds special. Pretty sure nobody bought that for you. And I was right. She just acted aloof for the bit. Shocker.
I've been getting a lot of hate for my hair. I decided to rent my very own billboard. We're gonna drive around public, spread a message that anyone can wear any hairstyle. So let's fucking go.
I just don't understand in what world you would be possessed to harass people. Be chaotic neutral. I don't care. That's fun. Harmless little pranks.
How'd it go on?
It doesn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt their psyche. It doesn't hurt their feelings. It's just a silly little thing. You clearly have no inhibitions too. You would make a perfect entertainment space person. You don't give a fuck what people think about you. You've made that abundantly clear. Use that for decent things. Use that for neutral things. Don't use it for such shit things. Disrespectfully, get a life, Natalie. I hate to pull the one day you'll get old card because 14-year-old boys do not love old ladies unless you're pulling, I don't know, the MILF situation, but like, don't do that to young boys. Once you become this annoying and old, you graduate to Jason Nash.
Fucking stone hammers. God damn it.
So think about that next time you decide to go on Menace Society. Like, subscribe. Bye.